CJ Dachamp, the nonchalant trials of Sun Jin-woo. That name sounds familiar, bro. This ain't the first time he's talking about him, right? Sun Jin-woo. That sounds familiar, bro. Let's see.
Finally, after many trials and errors, an entire video corrupting on a man, leading to the worst crash out he's ever had in his life, to Rampage Jacksoning his f***ing door and redoing an entire.
Oh no.
To Rampage Jacksoning his f***ing door.
Oh man. Yo. Tech is amazing when it works. When it doesn't, bro, it is the worst fucking thing, bro.
And redoing an entire video from scratch. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally back after experiencing the worst technical difficulty I've ever experienced. Still don't know how that happened. But oh boy, another day, another trial for one of the most anticipated characters ever. People have been asking me to do a video on this motherfucker for ages, even before the anime came out. They just wanted straight manhwa panels. But it is none other than the serial ore farming E-rank smurf of doom, Mr. Sun Jin-woo. So prepare yourself to watch this motherfucker watch somebody else get they beat when he knows well he can one-shot the nigga. Ain't even gonna lie to y'all, every time he does this shit, adding a charge because what the fuck, bro? So without further ado,
go ahead. Shout out CJ. Get it. Fire edit.
Yeah, alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. So before we actually dive into Exhibit A, let's get a little context on Mr. Jinwoo here. So, in the world of solo leveling, Earth turned into an action RPG. These things called gates started opening up in the world, and inside of those gates were your typical dungeons. Now, when this happened, there were humans who awakened abilities, and they were called hunters. Now, these hunters had a ranking system for how strong you were. S rank to E rank. S being the cream of the crop. Highest ranked niggas in the game. These are your one above alls, radiants, challengers, and basically any other high-ass rank in any other game. These don't touch grass. In showers, never heard of them. Clear example, look at Fine right here. She always gotta have a handkerchief because she cannot bear the smell of all these sweaty.
I don't know who it is, but somebody smell like.
And then it goes from A rank to B, C, D, and E. And Jinwoo was a
really?
Wait, no wait, boy.
This was trash. He sucked. Hot ass.
Yo, when he screams like that's the funniest. So he's an E rank. Does he make his way up? That's the real question, because we got a video on him.
Was trash. He sucked. Buns. And what made it worse, he was a DPS. So that's how you know he really was trash. And to make it even more worse, in this world, once you get a rank, you're stuck there. There's no leveling up. You are hard
So how did he get E?
So this man, Jinwoo, was hard stuck bronze 3. And he was also known as the world's weakest hunter. Niggas had a sigh of relief when they saw him at raids because they was like, oh, Jinwoo's here? This is gonna be a walk in the park, man. This nigga even had his little E-dater, his pocket healer. Fine #1, because that's what I'm gonna call it, because I don't know a fucking name. She out here having to heal this 24/7 because he's struggling with a goblin. She looking at this nigga every time like, Jinwoo, you gotta stop this. I'm having to pocket your scrub every fucking raid. And the reason why bro was even doing this in the first place was because his mama was in a coma. This nigga was dealt one of the worst hands at life I've ever seen. Was a trash hunter, mama in a coma, and his dad went to go get milk. Backstory so tragic you would think Oda.
Fuck, man. Not good.
Wrote this shit. Now I'm gonna speedrun how everything changed for this man and how he had the greatest glow up I've ever seen. Him and his party found a secret dungeon. They go into a big old room with some big old statues. Little do they know these statues are alive and they start blicking everybody. People getting incinerated to the bone, stepping on, airing Eren Yeager style, getting split in half and Swiss cheese like Frieza. This was brutal, and JINWOO decided to sacrifice himself so everybody could escape, leading to him getting jumped by all the statues and dying like the most brutal way ever. But luckily for JINWOO, this was all a test by the mysterious system, and JINWOO gets a second chance at life as a player. And as a player, he has the ability to level.
There we go. Now we talking. How do you get a rank and you're stuck there? That make no sense. Yes.
Up. He could finally get out of bronze. He was not destined to be a trash anymore. He turned in to Himothy. Bro started going into secret dungeons, clearing them solo. He didn't need a pocket heal no more. He became competent. He could one-shot bosses whole parties would struggle to beat. The system made him do the exact workout as Saitama. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run. Only difference is a nigga ain't go bald. And he ended up building a Greek god physique in like days. So now that we got all the context out the way, let's finally dive into Exhibit A, Attack of the Smurf. This man JINWOO caught some bodies. And I'm not talking about no regular dungeon bosses, talking about actual human bodies. He was booming. And our first example of this is this bum 6-stack. The scheming. First example of this is this bum 6.
Boy, they look like they suck, except him. He looked low key. This one right here, I'm not gonna lie.
These scheming was trying to set our boy up. You see, you need at least 8 people to raid a gate. So they needed 2 fills. So they got JINWOO and this trust fund bum. I got all this gear for nothing. Nepo baby Jinho. Like, don't get me wrong, bro, but you can't tell me this ain't the definition of I got all the best fancy new equipment just to still be ass. Like, this sucks, but he's got some of the best equipment on the market. If this don't screams daddy's money, I don't know what to tell you. Now, when JINWOO met up with this 6-stack,
that man don't know the meaning of working with what you got. He said, let me get the best of the best, thinking he the best.
He was introduced to Mr. Dong-suk, and he explained to JINWOO, nice to meet you, man. My name is Hwang Dong-suk. All we need you to do is sign this contract, and we'll be on our way. Now, JINWOO picked up on these guys' game pretty easily. First off, they made him sign an NDA, which is already sketchy as hell. Secondly, they only asked him to carry the bags because he's an E rank. And last but not least, the biggest thing that threw him off, their team comp consisted of 3 tanks and 3 DPS. Not a single healer in sight. And bro told him, oh, don't worry, we do all of our raids with no healer.
I beg your pardon.
Crazy.
And this is when JINWOO knew. 4 C ranks and
they out here moving immortal, bro. They think they immortal out here, bro.
2 D ranks. That's equivalent to 4 golds and 2 silvers. And not a single
even the best get hurt.
Sight. GG no hills, this shit is cooked. So later on, they enter the dungeon, and JINWOO is just there carrying the bags and letting them do all the work. So they end up making it to the boss's lair, and they hit the jackpot because the whole place is covered in monocrystals. These boys are about to make a fortune. So this is when the scheming 6-stack starts to enact their plan. You see, the boss of this dungeon is asleep, and they needed to be asleep to mine all the crystals, because if the boss dies, the gate closes. So Dong-suk told.
Oh shit. So how the fuck are they gonna pull this off? If they kill it, the gate closes, they're stuck in there, right? He wakes up, it's chaos. Oh man.
Oh boy right here. Hey man, where's the gear? And bro says, man, sorry boss, I left it outside. JINWOO and Jinho, you guys stay here and look after the score, and we're gonna go get the mining equipment, capiche? Huh? So they leave, right? And guess what they do? They blow up the entrance to the boss's lair, leaving them trapped in there. So yeah, this 6-stack is a bunch of con men crooks, because their actual plan was to trap them in there and wake the boss up with the explosion so the boss can then eat them and go to sleep after a good meal. And this would allow them to come in and mine all those crystals. So they literally use these boys as bait. These are some crooked ass niggas. But oh, how little did they know that the E rank that they had holding their bags was a Smurf of Doom. JINWOO puts this spider in a minute tops. Like, dog, I hate spiders, but this classifies as animal abuse. Look at what he's doing to the thing. He's butchering that nigga. You know, trust fund baby looking at bro like, what the fuck? Who is this demon on my team?
See, if I was him, I'm off in this monster, right? the spider. And what I'm gonna do next, get up out this cave and find all 6 of them and put in some work with them too. Just for trying to set me up, no cap.
He just cooked the boss by himself. Bro was so flabbergasted, he picked up the bags and said, hey, bro, let me carry your shit. You're the boss, right?
Right.
You need some water, my nigga? I know you're tired. Sure. Yeah, drink it all up, boss. And just off of this moment, this rich motherfucker became his biggest glazer. So then later on, the scheming 6-stack come back. And they were surprised the boss is dead. So they thought JINWOO killed it because he has all this expensive gear. So bro told him, kill JINWOO and we'll let you live. But
what is this, bro? What are they on? Are they just out here recruiting people to off them, bro? Like, what's going on?
I was like, nah, I ain't fighting him. He might fuck around and kill me before he kill y'all. So they get ready to jump old boy. And while they're walking towards him, JINWOO gets the urgent quest. And the system tells this man.
Oh, this is gas. Hold on.
Towards him, JINWOO gets the urgent quest.
Notification.
And the system.
Defeat the enemies. There are people present who want to kill a player. Defeat them all and ensure your safety. Warning. If you do not complete this quest, you will receive an appropriate penalty. This is pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie. This little screen popping up in his face
tells this man, kill these niggas.
Fire.
6 of them, boom these bums. So this mage ends up blasting JINWOO and sends bro into the wall. But that attack was straight futile. That shit just tickled the nigga. Bro got up and was like, thank you for that. I had this crook in my back for like a month, but that little massage that you just gave me finally fixed it. So
all right, question. If they see the spider dead, shouldn't they be kind of questioning or like afraid of JINWOO, bro? Because could they have done that? All 6 of them? Could they have killed the spider? Probably not. So it's like, you got one person who did all that work and killed that spider. I don't know. I'd be like, huh? You did that? Let me go this way. No cap.
Allow me to return the favor. So they looking at bro like, what the fuck? This guy delusional? So the ginger right here walked up to JINWOO and was like, let me give you a reality check, man. You're a bum ass E-rank, bronze 3. What the fuck are you gonna do to us, huh?
Oh, yeah, just nonchalant. Just bye.
With no emotion, just decapitates this man. Niggas is shocked. They like, nutty.
That shocks y'all? The spider didn't shock y'all? That does? Hey, man. Try to it's time to tee up. See what you can do.
Hell did an E-rank just kill a D-rank? And Hwang Dong-suk knew, oh my god, this isn't an E-rank. This is a smurf of doom. So they all try to jump him, but it is no use. Look at this, he flash steps, bro, and just shoves a dagger in his neck. Oh boy comes in with the swing, misses, knife to the gut. And he deserves this shit too for rocking that piece of broccoli on his head. You know what made these dudes' deaths even worse? They did not die off of just that one stab. He ended up poisoning these niggas, making them suffer before he
whoa.
Stab.
Hold on.
He ended up poisoning
It tells
these niggas, making them
It tells you what happens. Paralysis, drain. What is this?
Suffer before he finally cut them down.
Double kill.
Now next up, look at this bum ass nigga with the gun. Can't aim for shit. And he like,
Nigga, what the fuck is this bullshit?
so JINWOO easily kills his bum
What
ass.
the fuck?
And then look at the mage. He tries to hit him with a fireball. Instant flash step. And takes a knife to. And then look at the mage. He tries to hit.
Yo, that's so gas. That shit looks crazy. Fire, psych in your face. Oh my god.
To the booty hole.
That's clean.
Nigga stabbed him in his ass. You could tell by the way he fell. And just off of that, this man caught 5 bodies, but he wasn't done. Because he still had to deal with old boy. And he was mad as hell. He was like, you fucking smurf. So you think you're cool, huh? Beating on bum ass D and C ranks. Well, little do you know, those guys were just holding me back. Because I know damn well I'm a higher rank than I should be. So bro tries to attack.
Rank is he?
But Woo speed blitzes him and tells him, nah, buddy. You're right where you belong. Just another fucking scrub stuck in elo hell. Boom! Face plants this bum. And at this point in time, old boy started rethinking his whole life. He even started begging the bro like, oh, hear me out, bro. Listen, we could be a duo queue of hell.
Bitch, you fucked your chances up. Bro, never judge a book by its cover. That's all I gotta say. Never judge a book by its cover. Because y'all over here thinking he's an E rank. I mean, he is, but you feel me? He's leveling up now. He's an E rank, nobody, can't do shit, won't hurt a fly type person. But, huh? You guys judged real hard on this book over here, boy. Look at you, Paul. Hey, boy.
You are a worthless, bitch ass nigga. Because what are you here for? To worship me?
Please hard carry me. I swear to God out.
Quintuple kill.
Huang. Dong suck. What rank was he?
This man just wiped the whole team.
Feedback.
Dropped off all 6 of them, sent them back to the lobby. But these were not
classified because due to self-defense. That's true.
the only human bodies Woo called oh no. Because the next victim on this man's list was Mr. Taeshik Kong. And I ain't gonna lie, this is another motherfucker that had it coming. So how this happened, JINWOO was on a raid with his old crew, with old nigga and fine shit. And during this raid, they had some prisoners with them that were gonna help because it'll shed some time off of their sentencing. And the supervisor of these prisoners was Taeshik Kong. But Mr. Taeshik was not here to supervise. Oh no, this man was here to fulfill a bounty. You see, this man got an offer from a father whose daughter was assaulted by these 3 prisoners, and the daughter ended up booming herself. Then shortly after that, the mother was hospitalized after the shock. Some pretty terrible shit. So the father paid.
Hey, man. I don't blame Pops. I ain't gonna lie. I don't blame Pops, bro.
Taeshik to kill these dudes, and that's what he did. He boomed them, which is reasonable. They deserved it. However, what was not deserved is what happened to these 2, because sadly for them, they were at the wrong place at the wrong time. They saw old boy boom these niggas. So guess what this maniac did? He kills old boy and the old nigga. Then when JINWOO and everybody else found the bodies, this maniac tried to sneak them until JINWOO stopped him at the last second. And just look at this crackhead talking like, oh yeah, I love the thrill of the kill. So what should I do first? Should I dive your backline and kill your healer? I mean, you're not gonna protect a poor bitch. And my God, this is JINWOO's first offense of letting somebody get their ass whooped when he can clearly whoop that nigga's ass. So Unk told JINWOO, hold on there, young player. Let the OG handle this one now. Now, Kang was a B rank hunter and Unk was a C rank hunter. And also, you can't forget, Unk has 1 arm. And before one of y'all say, but usually, characters with 1 arm are usually strong. Hey, guess what? Not everybody.
Not him. C rank with 1 arm. That's not bad. He's 1 arm short. He could be E. He's at C, bro. That's not bad.
Is built like Shanks. This is just a regular nigga with 1 arm. So Woo, why the fuck did you let Unk fight this nigga? Why? So you could read your opponent, so you could download him to beat him later? Like, nigga, you could download his ass while fighting him. But nah, you decided to let Unk get that ass whooped. You got fine shit over here falling to her knees, panicking for her lifeline. Oh my God, we're gonna die. You literally let this nigga get hit by a judgment cut. Nigga popping off blood to keep Virgil. So when OG was about to die, JINWOO finally decided to save this man. But I don't care. Too little, too late, bro. Hit that nigga with the JINWOO special. Watching this nigga get his ass beat just so you could pull up cold as shit. Fucking serial ore farmer, bro. Now, Taeshik Kong wasn't an idiot like the 6-stack. This man knew off the rip. E rank my ass. You're smurfing like a motherfucker. You know you can get reported for this shit, right? Now, this fight for JINWOO was a mirror match of hell because both of them have the same dual blade dagger build. So at the end of the day, this is an ego off. The person who wins this fight is just better. So these boys start to dance and everything is just straight equal. Equal speed, equal technique, equal power. Typical things that you're gonna see in a mirror match. But everything changed when JINWOO got that notification and the
There are people present who want to kill, feet.
System said once again, lock the f in and boom this nigga or I'm stopped.
So this is his motivation, is ranking up and trying to be the best. You feel me? I mean, that's good. If all it takes is that this little message to pop in his face, coolin'.
In your heart.
He
so
gonna
this
win.
man start hitting the Goku hop, loosening up the bones and muscles to whoop this nigga ass. So Jinwoo blitzes bro at the speed of sound and lands a cut under his left eye. And that nigga Tae-Shik was stunned. He was like, holy shit, was this motherfucker just warming up? Indeed he was. And that cut that he landed poisoned the left side of bro's face.
Oh, them daggers got poison on them, no cap.
Because Jinwoo's daggers have that poison debuff. But it was just gonna get worse for bro from here. Jinwoo started blitzing the hell out of bro, started putting him on his toes. But Tae-Shik ends up using his passive ability, making him go invisible. And he ends up slicing Woo in the ankles. I know that had to be painful. If you've ever been hit in the ankle by a razor scooter, up the pain level by 10, and that's the hit.
Or the shin, boy.
Hit that Jinwoo just took. And that man Tae-Shik was talking shit. He was saying, yeah, it hurt, don't it, fuck nigga? Go on, call out to your healer. Go to your back line and get some heals like the bitch you are. But Jinwoo just looked at bro dead in the eyes and told him, born again! What? Like, bro, just look at his face, man. He knew it.
He can heal that, but not his freaking eye.
It was over. Bro can heal himself. And he has a spare healer in his backline. It's over.
Oh, never mind.
At this point, just
never mind. That's the other person. That's Jinwoo.
vote to surrender, my nigga. Just get it over with. So it was all over. Jinwoo activated that murderous intent. This man emitted so much of his aura. It invaded this man's psyche. And before he knew it, he had a dagger shoved in his heart. And all he saw before the lights went out was this man Woo aura farming over his body. I don't know what's worse, getting fucking teabagged or a motherfucker aura farming over my dead body. But with that being said, Tae-Shik Kong became the 7th victim to be Swiss cheesed by the Smurf of Doom. The JINWOO tribe.
That boy cooked, bro. Definitely one of those underrated or undercover type of underground type of characters, bro. Like you kind of like don't expect him to be as badass as he is, you know what I'm saying? And all it took was him to get this second chance and have these screens pop in his face, allowing him to rank up.
Y'all right, ladies and gentlemen. Exhibit B, scrapping with a Souls boss. Now this man Jinwoo is not new to fighting crazy ass dungeon bosses. I mean, this is the same dude who fought and killed a Cerberus. This man killed Hades' 3-headed dog and lived to tell the tale. That is insane.
Oh yeah. Pretty sure CJ did a video on him where he included him actually. Because I remember that part, that little clip of him doing that.
But there was one boss that put so much belt to ass on this nigga. It low-key made him rethink this hunting shit. And it was none other than the 7-foot big-bodied Egress the Blood Red. Motherfucker looked like he just jumped out of Dark Souls 3. Had this man Jinwoo sweating bullets off the rip. And this was the ultimate test for Jinwoo. Egress looked at bro and said, are you a real nigga? Or are you a phony nigga? On God, bitch boy. So Egress speed blitzes Jinwoo, and just from the first strike, bro destroyed a whole pillar. He was not playing with bro. Then he strikes again, and Jinwoo blocked it. But that strike had so much force, it sends him across the throne room, and 1 second later, he's already on his ass. Didn't even give this man a chance to breathe. And by God, Jinwoo was trying everything. Bro was throwing multiple strikes, but Egress had Ultra Instinct. But Jinwoo was finally able to land a hit, but it did no damage. Bro's armor parried it. Then he came down with his sword again, and this strike was so powerful, it sent him flying again. This man Jinwoo was lost, couldn't do nothing. He'd been fighting the motherfucker for 2 minutes and not even an inch of health is gone. So Jinwoo's blade could basically do nothing. These stats were not doing it. Bro was insanely underleveled. So Jinwoo decided, man, if the dagger ain't gonna do nothing, I might as well just throw hands. And Egress, being a gentleman,
He said my hands should work better than the weapons. If only that was true in real life, bro. Nobody wants to throw these. They want to throw these. Crazy work.
decided Oh, we throwing hands
Crazy
up.
work.
I like you, little nigga. All right, let's throw hands then. Bro was already winning the fight, but decided to come down to his level and throw hands with him. This man is a demon. And Idris wasted no time. Bro stood there in Orphan for 2 seconds. Then boom! With the snap of a finger, plants this man in the ground. Punch was so fast, it was unreactable. And it didn't stop here. Bro picked him up and ragdolled him across the room. Then hawked him down to hit this boy with the humbling this man to a pope in the
Boy,
wall.
spamming
And I
the
tell you, boy,
punch.
JINWOO was trying his hardest, but he could not land a single hit. Idris had perfect defense. But while JINWOO was getting ragdolled, he ended up finding an opening. And he ends up bicycle kicking this nigga in the neck. And he finally took some health off. But this kick enraged Idris. Bro said fuck it and skipped to his second phase. He started juggling and dribbling this man like a basketball. Look at this in slow motion. Uppercut to the gut, then to the back while making him flip mid-punch. Then another two-piece combo. Then he hits the Dragon Ball double hammer fist slam. Then sends him flying with the haymaker. And dog, at this point it just looked like Idris was playing with a new toy
Batman
he
and
got
Spider-Man
for Christmas.
moves, bro.
Bro was hitting him with the Broly drag, then threw him across the room again. And look how he just conveniently landed on the throne. Then this man Idris walked up to him like,
Come on, bitch ass nigga. Show me that you worthy of this throne. Or sit here and die like a bitch.
so Idris uses the force to call his greatsword and swings at
Thor
JINWOO.
face
But
ass.
JINWOO enhanced his body to catch the sword, then summons his dagger and stabs him in the eye, finally doing some damage to this man. And this is when
That's cute. Didn't the first time he connected with the dagger do absolutely nothing?
JINWOO just awoke that dog in him. He ended up pushing bro all the way into the wall, summoned his dagger again, then shoved it in this man's throat and said, nah, I'm not done yet. He starts shoving that motherfucker in there deep. Pause. But look at this. Bro started tweaking so hard the animation changed. Then he shoved it in his throat again. Pause. But dog, this insane lock-in moment by JINWOO gave him the upper hand in slaying a Souls boss.
Legend failed.
Not gonna lie, insane work. Nigga beat a soul.
Insane work. Kinda. I don't know, bro. Cause it, like he connected with the dagger earlier and it did nothing. So how is it now that he's built up anger? He just wants to get this shit done and over with type shit. He wants to kill him. The dagger works and pierces through him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Souls boss.
It literally went from 0 to 100 instead of like from 0 building it up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro.
IRL. And on the first try too. Well, I mean, to be fair, if this is IRL, you only do get one try, but
Yeah.
bro proved that he was Himothy. Just for 5 minutes later to get jumped by 1,000 other dead homies. Not gonna lie, that's some nasty work. Y'all ain't even let the nigga heal.
Can't breathe, bro.
Trials.
How'd that go? Did he win that?
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of just trial 1, this man got 7 bodies, 1 count of animal abuse, 1 count of watching somebody getting their ass beat when you should be helping them, killing a Cerberus, and defeating a Souls boss. Not gonna lie, them some impressive stats for just 1 trial. And we still got exhibit C, D, and E to go in trial 2. So, will JINWOO make the round table?
Oh yeah.
Will this stat
So what? He's looking like he's ranked. Give him C maybe? No, cause he killed the Souls boss, bro. That gotta be at least like A, S or A, right? I don't know.
line get even more ridiculous? Spoiler, yes.
It does. W video, bro. Sun Jin-woo. Yeah, bro. I don't know. Like 0 to 100, just it's like, why? You feel me? Like it would have been nice to see him kind of build up in a way where it's like, the first time he connected didn't work. Maybe he hits an arm, or you feel me? Wait a minute. He's not armor. He doesn't have armor on his legs or arms. So when he hit the neck, obviously it's free. It's open. Okay. I guess. You feel me? I guess. W video, man. Let me see. Siege is the perfect definition of quality over quantity. How can I make it look like a kid but still be clean? Sung Jin-woo. Sung Jin-woo's transformation is the definition of a top tier glow up, weakest in the world to absolute powerhouse. Deadass. Man went from rank E, getting laughed and judged and bullied, then getting finessed over here. No, getting the second chance, sacrificing himself for people, and then getting finessed over here by these guys, and just I don't know what clicked, bro. Again, I just feel like him seeing that thing pop up in his face, as if it's like a mission, definitely is definitely some kind of motivation for him, bro. You feel me? No cap. Those who are confused about the Smirks jokes, it's the old thing that happened in games where pros would create new accounts to look like they're bad, but in reality they demolish everyone else. Got it. Makes sense. Alright, man. That'll be a video. Let me know what you guys thought.